Hey, what's up, my homesteaders, my nerd necks? How y'all doing this week? See, brother Joe Fix for you in here. Ace, sister Ace is in here. Howdy. Whew. Lord have mercy. Whew. It's a little warm back here, y'all. I was running a little bit late. I was trying to get stuff together. So, I forgot to get this. I forgot to get that. So I'm running around. I think Tina's just not getting home. She's had a heck of a day. I've had a heck of a day. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. It's been a rough day today, y'all. I'm telling you, it's been a rough one. Hey, birthday buddy, Rebecca Touch by Yarn. How you doing? Glad y'all making it in here. Yeah, I just heard the door shut. Gina just got here with the car door shut. I heard about to be home invaded. But yeah, she had to work late. Had a walk-in customer. I felt like, dang, I know Amy ain't finna go live right now. Although I do have an email. Okay, baby Renly's not feeling well, so Amy's not going live. Okay, there. Okay, yeah, got it, Amy. I figured it was family situation or something like that, so that's why I didn't email or bother you. So I hate that Renly's not feeling good. That's rough. Um, but yeah, I was just about to say that I hadn't got anything from Amy or anything like that, and that's what I was just going to say that I know you have issues with the family and stuff, the grandkids trying to take care of them and all kind of stuff going on, stuff with your job. I get it. So yeah, all you can support me. Thank you. What the community is all about, y'all. That's my live stream, buddy. But yeah, Gina had a walk-in customer showing up at about 5 or a little after. So, okay, Seaton, what's up? How y'all doing? Glad you made it. But yeah, she had a walk-in customer gonna be there like at 5 or a few minutes after. So then, she had to do all that, then do some kind of thing with their new system. If they paid with check or whatever, had to wait 15 minutes for it to go through, and all this wonderful stuff. So yeah, that's just how it is. Um, Made a little progress with the tractor. If anybody's interested, I went ahead, got that one belt on Friday. I went out there and just gutted it out. I was like, it's hot, but I got to try it. I got it on, and it fits. So I said, okay, I need another one. I'm not putting that old belt. It was cracked and it was looking rough. So I said, I'm not going to put one belt on one side, not put a new belt on the other side. As hard as this has been to get apart, then Timu, that's like 7 or 8 times a day. But so I went to order one over the weekend. We had to go to Douglas for something. So I said, hey, see about a belt. So I stopped and asked about a belt there. And they were right. Is there? Oh, we don't have one. Same old story. We have to order it. It'll be in tomorrow. I said, okay, well, can you send it to Fitzgerald? That way, Monday when I get off work, I can just run by and pick it up. Oh, no, we can't. We have to send it to this store. Never mind. So I waited until Monday to go to O'Reilly's to order a belt. Got it ordered, got it in, and went to put it on. And I was like, man, I've got the bottom belt on. Now I can't get the top belt on. Cool. Hello. Love you. My home invader, the wife. But yeah, so it's kind of crazy. I go to put it on, and I can't put it on. The bottom was already on, and I can't get it up to the top pulley on the back. So it's weird because the pulley on the back under the gearbox, it comes from under that plate and hangs down. So there's a gap at the bottom. The front one, the pulleys go up from the middle blade, and it goes like this close to the top of that plate that the gearbox is sitting on. So you got to take the front 3 bolts out, put a pry bar and lift it to work the belt in there. So I actually had to take the other new belt off, and find a way to get both of them in there at the same time and get them around both of the pulleys, and then get them and pull them back and put them on. But I thought I was going to use the pry bar to put them on with, but I did it like I did last time, just get it started and just keep turning the pulley, and it finally pops on. But it always scares me every time. I'm scared my fingers going to get up in between that belt and that pulley, and I'll be hollered. But yeah, I got them on, and I started putting the covers on. Realized I need another bolt. The one was already previously missing before I even started this project. But I got one long bolt that bolts through a piece of tubing that goes down, but that bolt that the front and rear wheel on the left side goes on. Farm on forward, Shane. How you doing, brother? Glad you made it. But there's a bolt that goes down through a piece of like inch and a half tubing that those wheels are bolted to, and then goes down and to the bottom, and there's a nut on there that's welded. They put the nut on there and weld it. It was supposed to talk wrestling. Sammy didn't forget. But so that one, that's how they put them on there, I guess, is they put the nut and bolt into place, and then they weld the nut in there. So tomorrow, I don't even own a grinder. Never had a use for one until now. And I said, you know what? I need one. I'm gonna need one to sharpen those blades with anyway, because I don't want to replace those finishing more blades. I'm sure it takes some money. There we go. Shane's going to work on that 850. Get me ready. But yeah, like I said, I got to get a grinder to grind the wheels off those nuts and get them off, and get that way at least one of them, so I know the exact length of that front bolt, and get the one off of the other one too, and try to get those replaced. I was going to try to get them thread back in because the nut's still welded there, and it's like part of there's a little bit of thread out there I think would catch. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that, because all it would take is for just a few seconds of vibration for those bolts to come out, and then that plate sitting there flopping right up under the PTO shaft, and I probably ruined it then. So, and Gina was kind of upset about it because she wanted her to get it running, because we got like knee deep hair grass out here. But if I'm going to do it, I want to do it the right way, so I don't have to go back again. So. If that Powerball ticket I bought earlier works out, I'll just buy a whole new rig. Or just pay somebody to do it. Got $500 and something million. That'll be taxed, but with that much, I think I can buy a really nice. I've been seeing some cool looking little small John Deere tractors at the John Deere place in Douglas when I ride by, and whenever I go, and they got nice little cabs on them, the buckets, the equipment already hooked to them. I'm like, man, come on now. I'd be in business having one over the cab, AC and radio and all that. Man, I'd be out there mowing grass all night. Granddaughter, if I hit that, I guarantee you, all you have to do is send me your address, and I will buy out Amazon for you. I'll have every seed coming your way. I'd pay somebody to run the rototiller for you. Oh, man. Yeah, I was out there like 30 minutes or more trying to get those belts on and trying to get those plates back on. And I was rushing. I was trying to get it done quick. And yeah, that last time I was leaned over trying to finish up, and I went to stand up, raise up, and sweat just poured down my forehead and just got all in my glasses. And I was soaked when I came in here. Because silly me, instead of cranking the tractor up, driving around the back, which is deeper grass back there, where there'd be a shade, I decided to do it right over here in the sunshine. Yep. Oh yeah, it's hmm. Wow. You got a rock right between the wheel and the giant. It's wedged between the tiller into the wheel. You can't get it out, man. That's rough. Get a hammer, beat it out of there. Oh yeah, that'll be a video. Beth, what's going on? Glad to see you. Mini Squat says hello. Can't. Yep, that's rough. Hmm. Well, if you had an old chisel, like an old cold chisel, that bang. Rebecca was thinking about it too. Hey, hey. Yeah. Jennifer, go to the hardware store, ask for a cold chisel. Get you one about that long, nice sharp tip on it with a flat head. Take that hammer, put on that rock, and hit it a few times. It should bust it. All right. There's Grumpy. Grumpy in the chat. I didn't see her. Or she just show up. I'm lost. But hey, okay, good deal. Hello, Grumpy. How are you? Glad to see you. Dang, I read that as from on forward. That was Grumpy. Okay, I missed you. I even clicked on it. Lord have mercy. Okay, rock is against two sides of the tiller. Well, the thing is, Jennifer, if you're very careful, put gloves on to hold the chisel and tap that rock. The rock will break, depending on what kind of rock it is. Normally, you can tap that rock lightly a little bit, it'll crack and it'll break. And you should be able to get it out. Grumpy's family. Oh, good Lord. You might need a geologist. Just saying. If, if you could find Bert from Big Bang Theory, he could help you. Who have I missed here? Uh-oh. Hey, James. Where was James? I missed James. Oh, Lord. Oh, there he is. That's weird. I did not see him in chat anywhere, and y'all started saying, hey, and he pops up. Something's going on. Okay, here we go. Yep. Wendy. Blame Wendy. But yeah, I mean, it's rough. We don't have a problem with big rocks here. I mean, we have little small rocks here and little tiny red rocks here from this old clay, but that's it. Dang it. My problem is the clay itself. Now, if I had one of those big tillers hooks up behind the tractor, I'd just go ahead and get rid of all the grass. I don't have to worry about mowing. I mean, truthfully, if I had it my way, it'd all be gravel out there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I say maybe if you can get a hold of it just right, you can tap it and tap that rock with that chisel and break it in enough little pieces, you can get it out. I don't know. But I said other than that, there's a way you get that wheel off. That'd be the thing. If you could find a way to loosen the wheel and get it off and pop it off, the rock's gonna fall out. So I would actually love to have one of those robot lawnmowers. Oh my god! I mean, all you gotta do is as I was watching a video. I think the channel is called Time to Tiny. They bought one of those, and it's like for like 20. I think I might have got one sent to them to test out. But I mean, you just walk with a remote behind it and mark off your zones, and then once you get the zones marked off, you just let it go. It'll mow that zone. Then you go to the next one and mark it off, remote control it around, show it the area, boom, it's there. So powerful, push the rock. So yeah, I'm doing it. Wow. Well, I always say Troy Bill makes some pretty good stuff. Super Bronco tiller. You can get a lot done with them. Yeah, like I think, well, I was trying to be in Terry and Jason's live the other night. Not being there live, I was in the chat and on my phone there, was watching them on TV, and then I went outside after I sprayed the Maggie's Farm organic spray and stuff on them to kill everything. Which I think I will use both of my sprays now together in unison. I think that would actually help with the fungus and whatever's happening to them, make them split, tomato split, and everything. But I was dealing with two big old hornworms, one on each of the big tomato plants. I'm talking about this long, as big as this finger. I mean, they were like the size of my finger and that long, just going to town. Yeah, maybe should get it fixed. It was so powerful. Yeah, at Mountain Ground. Whew. I bet there's a lot of rocks up there, big ones. And well, see that's what's weird. See, sometimes I water them, sometimes Mother Nature waters them when we get a big rain. So that's probably what it is. It's just like a little split on the side right there. But I water them at different times. If I come in early, it's real cloudy outside, and the water hose ain't scalding hot. I can go ahead and water them. I usually like to wait till it gets almost dark to where the hose is cooled down, and then I can not have to sit there and waste a bunch of water spraying in the yard to cool the hose down and then water. I don't want to spray hot water on them. So, yep. Got a picture post. Yep. That's another one right there, Amy. You ain't lying. Man, my problem is the hard South Georgia clay that you like need dynamite to get through. Just drilling that hole right over here. I haven't planted a tree in it yet, but uh, my nephew with the auger, that thing was struggling. The auger on the back of the tractor was. If I dig a hole myself, I got to dig some down, run water in it, let it sit for a while, keep digging, keep running water, keep digging to soften the dirt up where I can finally get down. It takes like a week to dig a hole. But you can literally stick the shovel in the dirt and jump up and down on it, and it won't even go in. But yeah, I mean, I was out there had a hornworm on each on both my two Better Boy tomato plants, and I went and got the Maggie's and I sprayed it right in their faces, and it didn't do anything. And then, what's up, Demoose? How you doing, brother? But I came back in and got this other stuff I had. Amy Sharon Links, thank you so much, appreciate it. But it's another. It's organic, but it's made from a bacteria that's found in mud. Harvest, and this stuff here you can harvest the same day as you use it. So I went out and sprayed that on them. That is, that was mixed 2 years ago. I just went there and shook the heck out of the spray bottle and sprayed them real quick. And like I bought a bottle of stuff, you pour it in a spray bottle, however much you need, and then it's dark green, and it smells like old swamp mud, like the old black mud in the bottom of a creek out in the woods somewhere. We have a lot of that around here, and it just stinks. That's what it smells like when you spray it on. But I'm telling you, that wound them up. Well, except for the one I stepped on. I talked about that during Dale's live in the chat. Yeah, it's like pow. It's almost like a crunch with it. It was kind of satisfying to step on that one. You know, I figure we got tobacco growing right up here. They go to it, And I'm sure they sprayed it with stuff that would take them out. But oh no, somehow some found their way here. But yeah, I mean, they were like just going to town on the tomatoes. I mean, they were chewing on all the leaves and everything. And the video I put out Monday, which I actually somehow had uploaded before that Friday night. I got to do something different with CapCut. It'll go ahead and upload it to YouTube, and by the time I get out of CapCut and get to YouTube, it's already uploaded, so it's been uploaded. And then I have to hurry up, jump in there, set the time I want it to come out. Oh, excuse me. And then by that point, I think Nanny Tam and a couple of others already saw it before I could get in there and do anything with it. So I mean, I got to do something different with that. But the daggum, the views. I think last time I looked earlier today, I only had 15 views on that video. And I was talking about that spruce spray, and I was talking about the Maggie's Farm spray. Like I said, I think it'll work great on the funguses and stuff like that that get on your vegetables. But as far as the hornworms, you better get something good. Since I sprayed both of those on there, that was last Thursday. I've not seen a hornworm on anything out here. So it's kind of funny how they won't touch cayenne peppers when I have those planted. See, I mean, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. My last few shorts have I used to get like 1,000 views on them and 1,500 views. I mean, I'm not getting hardly anything. I mean, like, okay, 16 views, testing something, and you can see that right there. 16 views. That's all I got. And then my other shorts, when it was raining so hard, 50 views. The two little rabbits in the yard, 52. Another video from weeks prior, a week before, I think, or something like that, it was about storms and stuff, 82. Pork steaks on the grill, 68. But the video before that, deer, whitetail deer, 1,100 views. Now, what the heck? Just a video of the belt and stuff when I was the changing belts and stuff on there, 1,300 views. You know what the heck? I mean, I can't buy a view from YouTube. You don't do that, but thank you, Ace. I really appreciate it. So I would like to check it out. I appreciate it. Okay. Basil and radishes. Got to do that. I actually tried something I saw TikTok or somewhere. I don't know if it's even going to work, but we bought some tomatoes that were kind of sketchy. Like it's the dollar store up here in Ambrose, and it's the first couple plastic containers I picked up. You can see the fungus growing. And I dug around and found one you didn't see any. And I got home and ate one out of the container, and you can see a little fungus down in the bottom down there or something on one of them. So I said, ugh. So we kind of got the better ones out. Yep. You got you, Amy. Right, thumbs up. Thank you. Amy said, thumbs up for me. Y'all do what she says. Garlic repels bad pests in the soil above the soil, plus keeps ants away. Yeah, that sounds good. I need to do some of that too, for real. Someone kick that Amy in the rear to get her in gear. But I say we only had a couple that were fungus free out of the container, and they were good. So I saw on TikTok that I think it was people were taking and cutting the top off, but the whole outside of the tomato has seeds in it. They were burying it under the dirt, and later on you had strawberries popping up. Maybe a bad marriage, but I took some and I took two of those, cut the bottoms off of them, and buried them, and the tomatoes pots out here. Probably never anything happened, but if nothing else, as the tomato gets old and rots or whatever, I got fertilized. So maybe the dumbest thing I've ever done, maybe the best thing I've ever done. I don't know. But then it don't help anything that dang was it the diarrhea virus or whatever that's going around all over the country in different places. I saw a picture the other day, and I think it comes from strawberries too, and not just lettuce. So I'm probably growing that in my tomatoes. So I'm sorry, James. It's been a little while. I usually don't comment on Facebook, but every so often. But hey, I'll give you an emoji or a thumbs up, brother, every time. But I see you anyway. I don't get on Facebook a whole lot anyhow. So I usually go on there when it's like pops up or it's somebody's birthday, tell them happy birthday and get off. You know, or if I get an alert, oh somebody said this, I'll look at it and then get right back out. So. But maybe I need to do better with that too. So yeah, James always got to come get me. But yeah, I mean, well, one thing I have noticed is this little camera. Granted, it's aggravating to find a microphone for it that's wireless and all that. But for $69, if you look at my last video, the grass was bright green, everything was clear. This little camera does a pretty good job. I'm just saying, for $69, it's not a bad little camera. Come with two batteries. I mean, I mean, I can sit there and film several 11, 12-minute videos and still have a good battery in it. So, I mean, it works great. But like I said, the only downfall I found is you have to use this. Well, not that one. That's another mic. It's up there somewhere. Oh, it's down here. The microphone with the cord. But hey, I mean, you can't fuss too much about it. It works. As compared to the other camera I got, it's like a home movie camera. The plastic insert where you screw the tripod into it just came out, broke. So. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely helped the quality of my videos. I mean, the quality of the content I put in there is something totally different. The plan was this week to have the mower fixed faster than this so I could do a grass mowing video and then try to do something with the dirt, have a video from that, and get a couple videos ahead where I can have them releasing. I'm thinking about releasing Mondays and Thursdays every week, if possible, if I can find the content. Neil, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Glad you made it in. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking about finally going up there and doing a little video about the catch pen my nephew bought, and then maybe going back to the pond, doing a video there because I know it's got to be low. They have irrigated out of it for this tobacco several times. Even though we got a lot of rain lately, it's still got to be low. Because 8 or 10 inches of rain ain't going to replace thousands and thousands of gallons of water. Which even though we get runoff from out of the pasture that runs over in the pond, I know, and all that. Even some drips out of the trees and stuff that's around the pond, but still, it takes a lot to fill up a pond. I mean, I literally saw where a guy was digging a pond on my way to work, and they built it up. They've dug it out, built dams around it, and built a dam across where water can run out of it across into the ditch and run across the road and stuff and the creek and stuff like that. And that tropical depression came through and dropped 8 inches of rain, and it made puddles in that pond. It didn't make a huge difference. It takes a long time and a lot of rain to fill a pond up. If one gets almost dry, you're looking at almost a whole year to fill it back up, if it's a sizable pond. I'm just worried about that. As hot as it is, I mean, if it gets real low, it can turn over. And well, what I mean, if you don't know what I mean, if you don't know what I mean by a pond turning over, it's basically all the oxygen that's in the water comes to the top and leaves the water. Then you get a bunch of floating fish because they got to have oxygen in that water to breathe. That's how they process it. And once it gets so hot and the water's setting still, or the pond's getting lower and lower, once it gets so low that happens, then you got no fish. And that is definitely one thing I've been worried about. I've been kind of like, oh, I want to go back and look at the pond, but then I'm probably gonna be mad and throwing stuff if I do. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The guy's doing it is I've known him my whole life. He's actually one of Gene's cousins that's renting this from my nephew and doing this. Yeah, I get it. You got to have water and stuff for that tobacco. You got to irrigate. You got to have water. But it's just dang, I wasn't even thinking about it. But I mean, it hurts it. I mean, I'm just hoping it's not as low as I think it is, not as bad as I think it is. Which I ain't hating on them for doing it because they're trying to make a crop. And my nephew told him he could go back there and use it, so he's gonna use it because his pond's not done yet. That's where this hump of dirt out here came from. Was from where he's digging a pond behind his house back there. It was a useless piece of land. We couldn't use it for farming. It stayed wet all the time in there, and that's what my nephew said. Might as well dig a pond. My nephew will have one right at his house. He can fish from it. His kids can fish at it, and then he can irrigate from it if he ever needed to. So, oh, excuse me. Which what's wild is the other field right behind his house. Not this one up on the hill right up here, but the one further over that way. Um, it's like a 14 acre, 15-acre field. Um, they've got corn and sunflowers growing in it. I'm like, what? It's like a couple acres of corn, a couple acres of sunflowers, a couple acres of corn, and so forth. And it's like, wow, granted, I don't mind sunflowers being there because guess what? It works great for the doves. They'll come in here. The I don't know if quail will eat sunflowers. Sunflower seeds, probably so. Turkeys definitely will. So yeah, so win-win. Now I've been running my mouth, missed all the chat probably. Yeah. Neil say hey to everybody. I'll make sure y'all do say hey to Neil. Yeah. So think about that. But the only good thing about that is where they got the corn also, when you harvest the corn, you can go in there and burn those old stalks and stuff. And that ash is nutrients for the soil, and that will actually help too. But but that's what's weird, Years ago there was crop rotation. You had to plant different crops, different places, and you had to always have one field that you let lay out and plant nothing in it. That's all changed. Look at there, look at there. Hey, hey, hey. Gotta get them, y'all. I'm ready to see a video with that fancy new sports car you bought. But yeah, I mean, it used to be crop rotation. I mean, and you had to have different crops in different fields, and they could put the nutrients back in the soil with different crops and stuff. And it took a while before I could convince Fantasy. Yep, with that big old sexy Nissan power plant inside under the hood there. Yeah, that one, Johnny. Lord have mercy. Blessed tonight. We got Amy in here and Ace and everybody just sharing links. Thank y'all so much. Look at Johnny. Hey, it can't be mine, Johnny. I'm having enough trouble with his belts on this, getting this finishing board fixed up. I can't restore a car. I ain't got a shop. Yes, Johnny missed all of the rototiller talk. He missed it all. Johnny may have some ideas. You may have to tell it again, granddaughter. Anytime. Little sis, how you doing? Hey, you ain't never late. You always good. You family. You good to go. Let you pass this time. Yeah. Apparently, Johnny, Jennifer has a massive rock between the blades on the rototiller and the wheel, and can't get it out. Jennifer, you can't just give up now. Come on now. BFH. I'm not sure what BFH is. But yeah, I mean, it's I actually, me and Rebecca both mentioned nice cold chisel. Old chisel taking there and break that rock up to get it out where she can get the tire off and get it repaired. But I don't know. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep. But she says if she hits it with a hammer, it's going to push it further and break something. So that's why I suggested a nice chisel. Man, Amy, you're awesome. Ain't no other way to put it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yep. Do what you got to do. I mean, that's the thing about it. Whether you break something or not, it's got to come out to fix everything. So, I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen other. Even Ace is sharing the tiller's rock post. So you can see the pictures. You may have to, Jennifer, you may have to pay for Johnny Gillum to come up there. And he can bring the 4570 back off a distance and just destroy that rock. I haven't seen the pictures, y'all. Johnny said he saw it. Like a 4 minute job. Jennifer, you may have to just kind of step back and look at it, the situation in a different way. Because I mean, but there's been times I'm like, there's no way I can do this. I mean, there's no way this will ever work. I can't fix this. And then I step back and look at it and like, wait a minute, if I do this and this, it'll work. Sometimes you got to walk away for a minute and come back different and look at it different. Uh oh. It's the neighbors. Yep, that's a pickle. Just remember what Joe Dirt said: "Life's a garden. Dig it." Yep. Yeah, if you can take the bolts off the guard, I'm guessing the rock's close in there. Pop the bolts off, slide it out, and be done. I don't know. I gotta look at it myself. I've only got 8 minutes. I'll look at it later. But yeah. She only sees the click pin, Johnny. It broke off with the force to the rock pushing on the wheel. I guess he's talking about the guard on the back to keep stuff from kicking up on you. Troy Sutton, what's going on, brother? Jennifer, you might have to go to Walmart. Or the Dollar, I don't know if Dollar General's in Canada or not, but you can find a ratchet or something to break those bolts loose, get them out. Jennifer, listen to Johnny. He's the mechanic. Trust me. I ain't got no Walmart card either. But if you watch Johnny's videos, he's pretty well mechanically inclined, more so than me. So I'm telling you, if Johnny tells you to do it, you better do it. Okay, you need a car. Okay. I ain't got no car money. If I did, I'd have me a new truck. Yes, Johnny, she does. There you go. Yep. There it is. I would never dreamed I could have took the heads off of this tractor, took them, had them redone, and come back and put them on. Well, I put them on a second time after that, and do the torque right the second time I put them back on, and fix the tractor. But I did. And I even got both belts back on the mower. I just got to fix those bolts I broke off. EV Blaster is not as good as it used to be. I'll say that. All it took was a couple of turns with the breaker bar, and it just turned free. And you just pull the bolt out of the hole, shear it off. Okay, Johnny, I have not seen this picture. I do not know. Wow. Hey, watch out, Anytown. This heat in the summertime, those tornadoes pop up like crazy. Yes, sir. Just about everything on those smaller equipment things, like Johnny says, half inch, 9/16 or 13 or 14 metric. I mean, listen to Beth. They'll be working on cars in no time. I mean, no bolts on wheels, just a metal thing over the tines. Yeah, I have to look at the picture. Most of the wheels on those things have like a well, most wheels have a crown nut, a Carter key, bearings, all that stuff. You pop right off and it comes off. I don't know. Some of those just have a Carter key going through a pin, and you just take it out and slide the wheel right off. I don't know. Well, Jennifer's thinking right now, y'all, and she's only got about a minute or two. I try to stay with it so they can keep talking, but not for long. Been a long day, but I shall try to find this. I go to my life, find the picture. Let's see. Go a long ways back up here. Should have checked earlier. Woo. That's a little bit rank. Pin out, wheel comes right off, but it's yes. It looks like a 9/16 or half inch. Uh, but yeah, for the tines, the guard, all you got to do is should be take those two bolts out, maybe loosen the other side up, twist it up, and you should be able to hopefully pop that rock out of there. From what I'm seeing, hopefully. But it's in there. Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of like Johnny. It's wedged between all three. So yes.
that would definitely be an avenue to explore. Thank you, Amy. Hey, everybody in chat helped. I missed that. Sorry, Amy. I was trying to look up that. So, coffee. Thank you, Nate Tam. Have a great night. Yeah, Jennifer's where that red metal cover comes over. The tines are here. The wheels here. Those two bolts right there. They don't have a cover over. Take those off. Then loosen the other side up. Cock it around. You should be able to get that rock right out of there. I mean, honestly, that or you got to get you a chisel and hit that rock and try to break pieces off of that rock to get it out. That's some work there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let us know, Jennifer, what's going on. I'm sure Johnny has an email on his about page. It'll be on entire company. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I mean, need more help? I guarantee Johnny can help you with that, Jennifer. He is the ace mechanic in this community. So him and Dale. So all right, I'm gonna go and get out of here at 7:04. I'm beat y'all. It's been awesome though tonight. I mean, y'all uh, put a smile on my face. It's been a good night. Excuse me. But I am gonna get out of here. Yeah, y'all have a great night, great rest of your week, and we'll see y'all next week. Have a good one. Love y'all.